talking about Kanye. You're a guitarist, right?
Yes.
One of my outtakes was that I thought of while we were talking about it. It's like, so I love Prince. I think Prince is one of the most underrated guitarists. I think he's in the conversation easily top 10, top 5. I think so. I think he's an amazing guitarist. And how do you feel about who did you grow up listening to? Or who were your influences? Who were your influences on guitar?
So I, like you, the range of my musical like tastes are everywhere. From Hispanic, Latino to like, and I get real nerdy about it. So
that's awesome.
As a guitarist,
yeah, I'm a drummer. So like obviously Bonham, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Like love, like he was the one that was just like
Neil Peart,
shit, Neil Peart,
Rush,
fucking Tool. What's his name?
I know that man, that Tool, bro.
Tool.
Anima is so good.
Bro.
Anyway, John Blackwell is the drummer for Prince. And Sheila E. was the drummer for Prince for a second. As a guitarist, my influences are kind of all over the place. As a blues guitarist, my influences are Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B. King, Derek Trucks. I think Derek Trucks is one of the best guitarists in the world. I think, actually, I don't think this is a hot take for guitarists out there, but Derek Trucks is the best guitarist alive right now, period.
All right.
Period.
I got to see Buddy Guy.
Buddy Guy's incredible.
I got to see Buddy Guy in Chicago at his bar, at his place.
Buddy
and
Guy's great.
They recorded it live, and I have the album and stuff.
Yeah,
that
Buddy
was
Guy's
really
fantastic.
Cool.
His polka dot guitar is iconic.
Buddy Guy is also the bluesman that came out on Sinners, by the way. For those that don't know,
that is true.
He was the one that came out at the end.
Yeah.
And that was the club that I got to see him at.
Oh, nice.
That was really cool.
Nice.
Really
Dope movie.
Yeah, amazing movie.
Dope movie.
Oh, I can also talk about movies all day.
Too,
That's how I wind down is movies, bro.
So then, but I also
you're a blues guitar. You like
I like blues.
You like blues.
So I play a lot of my taste when I play is blues influence.
You play slide.
I don't, but Derek Truck plays slide. That's why I'm like, he's the best of all time. I wish I could play slide, but I can't. Funk guitar though, Eddie Hazel from Parliament.
Yeah.
From Parliament Funkadelic.
Yeah.
Easy. Prince is up there.
Prince,
obviously.
Man. Yeah,
I agree with you that Prince is top.
I think he's underrated. I just think he's underrated. I think he's an underrated guitarist.
But I think so. Like, there's a guitar solo that's out that people like reference all the time. He plays with.
Yeah, I know. He plays
he does
While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
And people like tote that as the best thing.
Solo. I watch it every now and again.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
However, I think he's a better rhythm guitarist than he is a lead guitarist.
Lead guitarist.
Because there's a whole bunch of regs. See, this is how deep cut I get.
Yeah.
There's obviously Prince, great, like, the Dove's Cry, Little Red Corvette, the hits or whatever, right? However,
Purple Rain.
There is deep instrumental albums, like deep cut, where he records instrumental albums that are genre specific. So no voice, no nothing. It's just him and his band. He has a couple jazz ones, I think, and then he has like a whole bunch of funk. Full albums,
really
like 10, 12, 13 songs of just them go. You would think they're like demo, like backing tracks.
Wow.
But they are so good, and he is ripping on that on the funk sections of on the rhythm sections of those guitars, and that's where I think he shines. That's where Prince is like the fucking like.
What was your first concert you've ever seen? Your first live concert? Do you remember? I have a pretty funny story on mine.
I have one. I do remember. I do remember the first one that I've ever seen.
That you remember, or that you like? The first concert.
It's gonna shock you though.
No, go for it. Mine might shock you too.
Mine was Bone Thugs.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I saw Bone Thugs in Harmony at House of Blues in Houston. Yeah.
Damn. How old were you?
I was like 14.
Damn.
14.
Okay, I got one. I got a funny story.
My homie fucked with Bone Thugs heavy.
Yeah.
And I did too, but like, and it was his birthday coming up, and I had some spare change, and the tickets went up, and I lived close to downtown, so I was like, man, we should probably go. And then we had the weekend off, or like my parents weren't home, and I was like, man, let's go see Bone Thugs.
So it was a hip hop show.
Yeah, it was a hip hop show. Yeah.
Do you remember the first live band show? Like that you can kind of.
The first live band. That's a good question.
Like with drums, guitarists, like everything. You know what I'm saying?
Full rhythm. I'm trying to think.
Maybe it was a festival or something.
Nah, it was in Houston for sure.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think my dad took me to go see the Eagles, maybe.
Oh, nice.
But again, it was like their legacy tour.
Yeah,
I fucks with the Eagles heavy. Joe Walsh
My
all
brother
day.
fucks with the Eagles.
Yeah, Joe. I like Joe Walsh more than I like the whole full band. And
he also listens to a lot of Motley Crue, which is weird to me because we never growing up, we never listened to the '80s stuff.
Motley
but when he got
funny.
older, like I guess I never listened to the
hair metal's fun, dude.
Yeah, like I just never did. Like that was like the generation that like I just didn't either like. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I just never really like fell in love with it.
So you want to know?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns
the
N'
first
Roses,
year was
yeah,
the first sort of like the only one I can
were,
think of that kind of carried over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, and they were the pinnacle of hair metal, essentially.
Yeah,
right?
at the beginning they were, and then they kind of went into this thing.
I like referencing hair metal when I talk about certain politics sometimes because and I don't want to stay on this, but like, you know how some people will get into this whole like especially on the right, like MAGA, would get into this whole like, trans and guys can't be girls or whatever this and that. Those I always reference.
Who do you like?
I'm
like,
like,
who you listening to?
I'm like, y'all are the guys that whenever in the '80s was happening was dressing like Motley Crue,
Motley Crue,
and with tight pants
Poison,
and like in the tank tops and this and that. I'm like, so shut the fuck up, chill dog, chill dog, because like in the '80s the pinnacle of what all the girls wanted was Kiss and was guys in lipstick and eyeliner and hair like all crazy, and you would think at this point now it's just a drag queen.
That's funny.
Like, you know what I mean?
Hilarious.
But anyway,
Billy, I don't want to keep you. We're already getting close. You good? Okay. So funny story. So like I'm a kid. I'm probably like 11 or 12. You remember MC Hammer?
Yeah.
Okay. So that album came out. Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I listened to MC Hammer, Bobby Brown, Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul. Like I had a mix of shit.
Yeah.
And my first concert, my uncle was going to take me and my brother to go see MC Hammer at the Memorial Coliseum in Corpus Christi, Texas. So excited. So I think I might have had parachute pants at one time. I can't even remember. You know, I'm just a chubby ass kid who just listened to all this music. Super hype. We got the tickets. I'm fucking so excited. Day of the concert. My uncle was like, dude, he canceled. It's like, no! Like, and I'm like probably 10, 11, or 12. I can't remember. But like, heartbroken. I fucking loved MC Hammer. Fast forward like fucking 10 years or whatever, or like, I don't know, fast forward to 1999. My uncle takes us to Ozfest in San Antonio. Ozfest 99, right? Me and my brother took us out of school, or like we went, it was like, oh shit, we're gonna go to this metal fest. I'm kind of a metalhead too, so like I got a good mix of music. I love metal. And so the first live band I see, I'm walking into Ozfest. I think I'm like 16, 17 years old. I can't remember. But and at Ozfest started like at fucking 11 a.m. or 10 a or 12 a.m. and went all night, right? And so we get there early, and we're walking to the stage, and we see these fucking guys in orange jumpsuits. This is the first band I see. Mask, fucking Slipknot playing on a small ass little stage on the side of Ozfest, like the main stage. It was their first. They were one of the first bands that played. Yeah. And the first live fucking band I see is Slipknot, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is amazing. So like, yeah, that was like my first official like live concert.
Yeah, Slipknot goes hard.
Yeah, dude, at that time, yeah. I mean, they still go hard.
Slipknot
like
goes
they've
hard,
been still, and they're still touring and stuff. Like I was also in high school when they came out, so like I was heavy into Slipknot. Then I just kind of got out of it as I got older, and then I went to see them play a year or two ago here, and I was blown away at their show. Like, I mean, they're still bringing it. They're still bringing it. So that was kind of cool. But that was my first concert, man. Fucking first official. Unless you count like seeing Intocable and like Bobby Pulido and all of these Tejano
Bobby
bands.
Pulido's running for Senate.
He is running for Senate.
Shout out to Bobby.
Yeah, shout out to Bobby Pulido. But like I saw all those, but like they always played in Corpus. So like I used to see all those. I remember seeing Intocable like a dozen times for like $20 in Corpus. You know what I mean? So